What's going on YouTube? It's Brazen back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another Madden 21 video for you guys here today. So we got a new Madden coming, which is going to be on next gen. So the reason I say new Madden is because from what they say, at least, we'll know tomorrow, but from what they say, gameplay is different. The way they're going to kind of control attributes and things like that are going to be different. So even though the attributes may be the same, just the gameplay in general is going to be different from what that's what they say, right? So whether or not it's 100% true, we will have to wait and see. I will say that if you guys remember when the PS4 first came out, from the PS3, the gameplay in the first year was completely different. So hopefully that is the case on why they didn't really switch the PS4 version too much, because they were really waiting on the PS5. So it comes out tomorrow, but what I want to go over is what you should be doing right now to go ahead and get ready. So first things first, they say that everything is going to transfer over to the next generation of console. So how this works is if you have a PlayStation 4 digital version, for free, you can go ahead and get the PlayStation 5 digital version. Same way with the Xbox. I don't even know the Xbox is, but I think it's the Xbox Series X. You can go to S or whatever the Xboxes are called. You basically can get the next version for free. So if you have it on PlayStation 4, you cannot get the next gen Xbox Madden 21 version for free. It has to be PlayStation to PlayStation, Xbox to Xbox. But inside of the game of Madden, coins, points, training, your team, solo challenges, everything like that is going to transfer over, but there is certain things that aren't going to transfer over. And honestly, I think that it's going to bring to some disparity, because I don't know how many people are going to be on the new console. So card prices are probably going to go up, in my personal opinion. Now, you still can hop onto the PlayStation 4 version, I believe, from what they say. So you don't have to necessarily delete it right away, I don't believe. So I personally won't be, just because it might be easier to come back to the PlayStation 4 to go ahead and buy cards and things like that. But you want to just maybe play the gameplay on PlayStation 5, right? So there is a couple things, like I said, that you're going to want to do and not do, more importantly, for this, right? So first off is going to be MUT Champions. So I haven't done my solo battles. I've been kind of lazy to do them, to be honest. So I'm not qualified for MUT Champions. But for MUT Champions, if you go ahead and start Weekend League on the PlayStation 4, you cannot do it on the PlayStation 5. And same thing, I believe if you do it on the PlayStation 5, you cannot do half your games on PlayStation 5 and then half on PlayStation 4. They all are going to have to be on the same console. So I definitely don't advise if you do have a PlayStation 5, right? So obviously this only really matters for people that are planning to play on the PlayStation 5 tomorrow. If you do not have that, I would just go ahead and obviously get them done. But if you do have one and you plan on maybe trying Weekend League on the PlayStation 5, I would advise do not start your MUT Champions or your Weekend League today, because it is the 3rd, which is the Thursday, so it should be coming on later. So do not start them, because you will lock yourself from doing them on the next-gen console this weekend, which we don't really know if it's going to be good on the next-gen console this weekend or if it'll even be out tomorrow. For Weekend League, that might be the case too. But I just want to give you the heads up. You might want to wait a day to go ahead and check that. I don't know the exact time of day yet that they said the game comes out. They did just say the 4th, so I'm assuming like midnight, maybe 9 p.m. Pacific time, kind of the way they do with the drop of Madden and things like that. Just my personal opinion, that's probably what's going to go ahead and happen. Now, what, like I said, I would advise doing is definitely buying some of the cheaper cards that you have, in the game, right? So what I mean by that is if you look at your team and just some of the cards that you're going to want to maybe go ahead and get, you're probably going to want to get, on this generation, right? So unless you're planning on using a power pass, but for instance, we're just going to use Tyreek Hill as an example, right? So Tyreek Hill, I can get him to a 94, and then you also, for 7,900 training, can get him up a whole nother overall to a 95. Now, obviously, like I said, I'm currently planning on using a power pass. am debating. Maybe if he drops to like 500,000, I will try to buy him, just outright. But I really don't want to spend almost 800,000 on him. But if you go ahead and you buy the Tyreek on this console, if you got to think about it, right? How many people are going to be selling Tyreek on the new console, right? It's probably not going to be as many because the Blitz promo is not going to be there anymore. So a lot of these older cards, especially the ones that are really hard to get, are not going to be able to get on the next generation console. There is going to be people, I'm assuming, that are going to, take out the card and then sell it on that PlayStation 5. But I don't think, that's going to be a lot of people. If they do, the price is going to be a lot higher. So in my opinion, this could help you. Now, this isn't 100% confirmed. Prices could easily be the same as this console. But I would just, usually the market is a supply and demand, right? So if there's a lot of cards in there, usually that's what drives the price down. So I think on the next generation of console, if there's not a lot of players in the game, which, I really don't know how many people that have the new generation console are playing Madden 21 or plan on playing it, the first week or two, who has the console, right? Because I know the PlayStation 5 is really hard to get by. And obviously it's the same thing for the Xbox. I'm just using the PlayStation because obviously that is what I play on. But for a lot of these older promos, these cards will probably go for more on that new console, for more than likely the promos that people don't really have the ability to do anymore. Maybe the sets aren't there, maybe the solo challenges aren't there, and things like that. So that's definitely something I would advise doing. I wouldn't, invest too much into it before we get over there, but what I would say is definitely maybe be ready for them, right? So if you have, for instance, I think I have some 90 overall scary fast and things like that, which I can't put in the set. I already did it for the Derek Thomas. But, you can definitely, if you have lower elites and things like that, it might make more sense to, save a lot of these cards and sell them on the next generation of console because, they're not going to be, I think they're going to be more expensive. I could be completely wrong, like I said, but I personally think they'll be more expensive. A pack that's going to be pretty good right now, in my opinion, will be the Get a Player pack. And from what I understand, the cards shouldn't be NAT on the next generation on console. If they are, I think that'll be a big blunder. But a good pack, my opinion right now, would be the Get a Player, because no matter what, even if the prices are the same, you can still make coins off of it. But what would be great about it is that, if 80 overall elites go back up, instead of 3-4K, they're going for 8 to 10K on the new console, then you might be able to make a ton of coins doing these sets. The power-ups may go for more, like low-level cards may go for more, and high-level cards may go for more. So my personal opinion, that's just something to look out for. Hopefully this does help you guys out for tomorrow. Drop a like, comment down below if you are going to be switching over to the next generation console version. I personally am, because I want to see the gameplay more importantly than the prices of cards or anything like that. I hope there's a big gameplay change, because I really don't like the gameplay in this, really the last 2, 3, 4 years, honestly. But with that being said, subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. And as always, I will see you guys next time.